Moon in first house. Moon is the softest and most sensitive presence among the planets in the astrological arena, besides which it is the supreme expression of beauty and fantasies. So on, the presence of Moon in Ascendant would bestow the same attributes to the native which would make him, her truly emotional and sensitive at the core, besides turning the native fantastical and creative in approach. The natives of Moon in Ascendant or first house would have absence of aggression, but they would also lack the firmness and stability in their approach and attitude, for which they are easy receptors and easily attain impacts of others, which also makes them malleable and adaptable in nature, but it could make them lose their own identity. These natives having Moon in Ascendant carry much endurance and do not demand much from the surroundings, but they are restless personas and go through frequent mood change. People dominated with Moon are perceived as not being clear about the aspects of life, while on the positive side, these natives having Chandra in first house are very much loving and caring personalities who give motherly care to all without any self-interest, but they also seek for love and care for leading a good and happy life. These natives likes to express their feelings loud and expects the same from others. For the same reasons, these native having Chandra in Ascendant or first house are very much sensitive at the core and are easily hurt, besides which this could also turn them self-centered at times. These natives having Moon in first house are very much devoted and loyal towards their family and love or conjugal relations, besides which they are very much sympathetic towards every other person, which makes them appear gentle and kind. Besides this, they are very romantic and fantastical in their approach, which also brings them creative and artistic blend. Moon in first house also bestows them charm and beauty to attract all the eyes, but they will be very much reserved and shy at the core. The natives of Moon are advised to do not let their emotions overshadow their decisions when it should be through a practical and logical vision, as their sensitivity could become the obstacle in their paths and a reason for others to cunningly win over them. Altogether, the native having Moon in first house should not let her own self fade and vanish for the sake of others while doing good to others. Moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a gregarious sign governed by Jupiter that affords the natives with good fortune. Jupiter, which is a masculine planet, shares a friendly relationship with feminine Moon, together balancing the energies. This is a positive placement for Moon as it makes the native determined and balanced. Such natives tend to be spiritually inclined, intellectual and knowledgeable. They like to share their knowledge with others and spread awareness. They have a strong sense of justice too. They seek freedom, both on a mental as well as physical level. Such people do very well in fields like banking and teaching. They tend to be good learners too. Moon in Sagittarius gives an outgoing personality. Such natives are quite in touch and comfortable with their inner self. They have a strong decision-making ability and have an optimistic outlook towards life. Sometimes, however, they are too idealistic. Being a Moon in Sagittarius native, you are not someone who would do anything to be associated with eminent people. You make friends at your own terms. You are quite honest, broad-minded, friendly, outspoken, and believe in the idea of equality and justice. You are naturally good with teaching and preaching. Your sense of observation is quite good and accurate. You are quite resolute and decisive, but at times, you fail to learn from your mistakes. 8th Lord in first house or in Ascendant. When 8th Lord sitting in first house, if the planet is strong, then the native is mystery to self. He or she is not able to understand himself/herself. They have long life, inclined towards healing and spirituality, have strong intuitive power, good in researching, investigation, have good knowledge in esoteric science, can get money from inheritance such as will, donations, and gift. A person can achieve high spiritual attainment by this position of the planet. If the planet is not in good dignity, then a person have jealousy, have over-passionate, over-possessive nature, abused or gets abused, may have chronic health problems, fearful, hypersensitive towards pain and sensitive. Moon in second house. Moon is a soft and calmed appearance of celestial arena which lacks the potency but is the most charming and beautiful presence. The natives of these placements receive the impact of Moon on their financial stature as well as oratory attributes, besides which the arrival of Moon will surely make them charming and adorable. Moon in second house will bring some instability in their financial path, as there will be ups and downs in their lives, while the natives would be very much concerned about their financial stability, for which they will try to follow a financial plan, but on other times, the natives with Moon in second house will spend lavishly as well. Besides this, they are quite inclined towards materialistic comforts and do possess some vanity as well, as which is another reason for their careless expenditure. At the whole, financial stability gives the natives with Chandra in second house emotional security, as they feel mentally strong at the strength of affluence. These natives with Chandra in second house are very much attached and possessive to their possessions irrespective of their worth, and will keep them preserved for the possible period. The natives of this placement of Chandra in second house are perceived to be soft and warm with their words, which would make them admired by many around, besides which they are expressive beings and are quite concerned about their words. In the end, the natives of this placement having Moon in second bhava will impress people around them and will leave their marks behind. Moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is a serious sign, ruled by Saturn, which naturally imposes some roadblocks in life. And when Moon is positioned in Capricorn, which shares an inimical relationship with its lord, the person obviously encounters some delay and obstacles. But this doesn't mean that Moon in Capricorn is a bad placement. In fact, people with Moon in Capricorn are quite determined, resolute, reliable and persistent, qualities that Saturn awards the natives with. Such people are stubborn in nature. When they have made their mind, nothing can budge their decision. There is seriousness in their tone and sense of stability in their life. These people work hard to progress. While they are emotional inside, they struggle to express their feelings. They are a little self-conscious, reserved and conservative. These natives also struggle to express themselves sexually. At times, these people can also turn fickle and blackmail others emotionally. Positively, they want to reach great heights in life and be famous. They like to help and lead others, so they often indulge in social work and community leadership. These people tend to earn a lot of money in their life, especially in the later part. 8th Lord in the second house. When 8th Lord sitting in second house, if the planet is strong, then the native gets money through unknown, can accumulate money through lottery, insurance settlement, wills, etc. Have interest, mystical knowledge, researching, investigation, handling the affairs for the closer of life, interest in talking about sexual matter. If the planet not in good dignity, then the person may financially distress, not able to keep secret, have secret income, have problem with eating disorder, smoking, alcoholic, have a habit of speaking ill about others, problem in speaking, may have family abuse, mouth and throat problems. Moon in third house. The Moon is believed to be one of the softer celestial presence whose profound emotional depth makes it quite fragile at the core, and so on the arrival of Moon in the third house would lack at the side of inner potency of the person. Besides this, Moon will bring a serious approach towards life along with a fantastical and imaginative blend. Moon also brings longer period of life. The natives of this placement of having Moon in third house won't be much stronger from the core, neither they would carry much valor in general planetary placements. Besides this, they won't take hasty decisions and would not ever take risk in life, as they are not strong enough to fight. On the other hand, these natives with Moon in third house are born with insatiable curiosity to learn variant things, for which they acquire good learning with special involvement of history and archaeology subjects. These people with Chandra in third house lack stability of mind and are easy receptors of the influence of world, for which they frequently change with the surroundings and stay unable to stand with one thing in the end. Besides this, they are good communicators, but these natives with Chandra in third bhava will express most of their emotional part in their words, which is not good all the times, but it is also one of your charming and lovely part, as it takes towards making deep relations. The placement of Moon in 3rd house along with placement of Mars and Venus in 9th and 11th bhava will bring truly positive impacts from the 3rd house, while the malefic placement of Moon in the 3rd house due to other planetary positions in the horoscope chart will bring loss of wealth in the period of malefic planet of 9th house. The natives of this placement of Chandra in 3rd bhava should serve others with milk and water for the betterment of Moon's position and should worship goddess Tugga and feed little girls with food and sweets. They should donate the stuff of Moon like silver or rice after the birth of girl and stuff of Sun like wheat and jaggery after the birth of boy. Besides this, you should not ever use the daughter's wealth. Moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn, which shares an inimical relationship with Moon, so naturally, this position of Moon brings some obstacles in the native's life. People born with Moon in Aquarius tend to have a fertile imagination nonetheless. They are innovative people with a lot creative energy, which can be revolutionary if used effectively. If you have Moon in Aquarius, you are likely to be a broad-minded and freedom-loving person. Your sense of observation and analysis is strong. You keep analyzing everything around you all the time, which gives a sense of detachment to your personality. You seem aloof and impersonal to those you come in contact with. But that doesn't mean that you are unemotional. You are in fact a humanitarian soul and think about others first. You have a deep concern for the needy and believe in justice. You want freedom in life, but you are quite demanding when it comes to relationships. You are always up for an adventure, and a routine life bores you like anything. Monotony makes you miserable. You tend to have a rowdy face and at times encounter issues related to eyes. You can also resort to negative thoughts at times. In fact, sometimes, Moon in Aquarius people also become victim to addiction to intoxication of some kind. 8th Lord in the 3rd house. When 8th Lord sitting in 3rd house, if the planet is strong, then the native is writer on mystery and mystical subject, involved in marketing and sales of esoteric subject, uncanny or mysterious communication, have supersensory abilities in the art, music, acting, dancing. The native is otherworldly and unconventional in life approach. If the planet not in good dignity, then the person lack in determination, shy, jealous, may have problems with younger siblings, overactive imaginations, lack in communication. The native is not fun-loving and adventurous, troubled with hands and shoulders, may have nervous disorder. Moon in 4th house. Moon is believed to be one of the benefic celestial presence, but as it's the most softest and fragile among all the planets, it could also appear malefic at times. Here, Moon has arrived in its own house, for which the placement of Moon is very much strong in the 4th bhava, and so on the native and her mental composure will be strongly impacted by the Moon. These natives with Moon in 4th house will be very much sensitive at the core and will be deeply attached to their belongings, especially with those which they possess since the very beginning, including their family values and norms, their primitive home and their heritage. These people with Moon in 4th house try to keep their part alive, as they don't want anything to change around, neither they would ever like to be the part of westernization. This further makes them quite inclined towards antiques and genealogy. The natives with Moon in their 4th house are believed to be vulnerable and delicate from inside, and due to the same, they confront much restlessness and instability of mental state. Their immense impatience could take them towards frequent change of place. They seek for mental security throughout their lives, as from their mother, husband and family members. They are quiet, depending in their approach towards life, and would remain a child from the court throughout their lives. The people of this placement of Moon in 4th house are believed to be generous, kind and soft at heart, besides which they are believed to attain respect and honor in their professional and social enclosure, as even rewards from the government is also possible. The native of having Chandra in 4th bhava are believed to acquire good educational heights, while if the Jupiter gets placed in 6th bhava with Chandra in 4th bhava, then he or she would be best suited to the parental business. Besides this, the company of 4 planets to the Moon in 4th bhava will make the native very much strong at the financial aspects. These people should offer milk instead of water to guests, besides which selling of milk or burning of milk for making coir will bring adverse impacts to the native. He or she should strictly stay away from adultery and should pay services and reverence to the mother and motherly figures and should seek their blessings. These individuals should place a pitcher or vessel or any container filled with milk at home before beginning any auspicious work. The adverse placement of Jupiter in the 10th bhava could be defended by taking the grandfather to pilgrims and worshipping along with him. In the end, the native would have good income as well as good expenditure. Moon in Pisces. Pisces is an emotional sign, and this aspect of Pisces is heightened when Moon is placed in this sign, since Moon also relates to emotions and feelings. Jupiter that shares a friendly relationship with Moon rules Pisces, so overall, this position of Moon works out well for a native. However, such people set high expectations, both from others as well as from themselves. And when they or someone else is unable to meet them, it leads to lack of mental peace. Moon in Pisces people tend to be highly sensitive. They can feel the undercurrent of emotions in their surroundings. They are quite receptive to others' emotions, absorbing the feelings of others like a sponge. They have a strong intuition too, so often they can connect with people on a subconscious level. They do not always need verbal communication or confessions to understand the other person's state of mind. They can be good psychics. These people also do well in creative fields such as fine arts and music. Their knowledge of spiritual scriptures is also exceptional. These people want to live a free life, always surrounded by pleasantness. They tend to be very polite in nature and earn a lot of happiness and wealth in life. This position of Moon also gives strong religious instincts and an inclination towards sailing. 8th Lord in the 4th house. When 8th Lord sitting in 4th house, if the planet is strong, then the native have supersensory emotions and intuitive ability, interest in hidden and esoteric knowledge, involved in sale of home, insurance and security. Estate planner connected to death, or closer of life. The person has good sensual and sexual feelings. If the planet not in good dignity, then the person may lose mother, mistreated, hypersensitive, easily embarrassed or shamed. The native gets blamed by others, have emotional problems, keeps their emotional feelings secretive, may have vehicle accident, troubled with real estate, may face difficulties in early education, may suffer from isolation,